Alright, good morning. So, starting off strong, I think, with safe house. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hello.
Trail help. Let's see. Higher rank members are more rewarding but more dangerous. Yeah. Items confer special abilities and makes the fights more difficult. It doesn't say anything about the relationships. I mean, yeah, same division. Trust and hate, I don't know what that's good for. Ah, screw that.
Exile.
Let's just... Nope. Here we go. Oh, I think I haven't done this before. Like this safe house, like at all.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh. It's easy to miss enemies on Flickering.
You have become tangled in our tapestry, Exile. Time to cut you free.
The Syndicate fights us.
You only delay our inexorable rise.
Got all of them? Yeah.
You will have to cut the words from my mouth.
I can do that. Cut the words from your mouth. And all of these... They just get set out and then we have to place them somewhere else. I thought they were... Everybody was always placed somewhere, but they seem... more freelancey than that. So what do you have for us? Dash? Scarabs? I do like scarabs. Modify map's quality to 35%. Right, so we go get a map. Nico. A lot of scarabs, eh? I wonder what map I wanna... Will I just take like a high level one or... Oh right, I was considering getting this flask, putting it right there, I think. Yeah, right. And warding we want on it, right? Maybe a unique map? What's this? That looks interesting. A maze is not super fun, but these are corrupted. Well, let's try that, see if that works out. Ooh, lots of maps I haven't done yet.
I'm not up to that just yet.
So, does this work? It did work. Warding is what I want on it. Right? Warding, yeah.
Prove to the first ones you are worthy, Exile. The ritual is complete.
Oh. So annoying, so many stuff happening after they die. Well, that's boring. Oh man. Can remove bleeding. Have increased evasion, which is fine. Got increased duration on that. I'm guessing curses are more important. Do like increased duration. There we go.
Prove to the first ones you are worthy. The ritual is complete.
Oh, it's even longer duration. And this one. $7.9, eh?
I'm not up to that just yet.
What are these called again? How do I refund them? Ascendancy points. There we go. Ascendancy respec. Oh. Each point can be respec with 5 regrets. Alright, so you just do this 10 times? Let's try that first. Because this has to be better, right? Yeah, it has to be better. There we go. A lot of maps I haven't cleared yet. Maybe it's time to use some of those. Bring one of those. Didn't I just get a lot of... what's this? Verandas. A little bit early, I think. Or uniques. Oh, we can do that. We can bring this one, and we can bring some of this. Gotta use these soon as well. Oh, good morning and good evening, Banana Waffle Monkey. Made it into white maps already. That's fast. Fast indeed. Good job. About to slam his shield now. Praying for increased energy shield. Praying, eh? Good luck with that. Hope it helps. Slam. That was word for exalted, right? Yeah. To strike chance for spells, lightning resists, blocks, summon totems, maximum mana. Did we get? Wait. Holy crap. Holy crap. Congratulations. All RNG. This league, eh? All of it.
I'm not up to that just yet. Fun's over, Brian Rot.
Just the one. God. Oh. 300 energy shield right there. Oh my god, that's
but sometimes talking is better than
that's nice.
Or lose your head.
I serve a new god now, Exile.
There we go, finally.
Brute.
Hard to get to.
I see your plans, Exile. You want to reorganize the Syndicate for your own reasons. Perhaps our goals align.
Laundering
I wish to stay
divination
alive for
cards.
the moment. And you,
That's kind of fun, I
what do
guess.
you want?
What does Hackoing transportation do, though? Dealing strongbox scarabs. That's boring. So what now? Divination scarab donations. Escorting transportation of goods. That's
You are
vague and
wonderful,
helpful.
Exile.
Blessings.
Ah, Syndicate says Banana Waffle Monkey. Did my respec just now. Avatar of the Veil.
Ah, the bargainer. Let steel taste blood once more.
Back for another sparring session, Exile? I've learned a few new
I'm not up
Why
to that just yet.
am I not attacking? There we go.
still strength.
You are nothing but a wild animal thing.
More deals, Exile.
There we go.
There's only one fate for the weak, Exile. I have earned no exception.
Intervention, eh?
Death holds no terror for me, Exile. It is you who should fear.
There's only one fate for the...
I guess. Yeah, so intervention is
It's
scarabs.
simply the way of this land. You've made your show of force, Savage. I submit and entreat you to bargain in exchange for my life.
Was Guff doing intervention then? Wait, no. Guff. Where's Guff? Here, what do you do? Investigating item odds. Oh, I've got a big safe house too, says Melanowaffmaki. I hadn't even noticed. That's great. That's exciting stuff.
You are a wonderful pawn.
Oh man, gotta go do that after this map. Thanks for looking out. Avoid the green. Oh. Except when you need the green. Also, telling me to avoid anything when I'm flickering. That seems a bit rude. Like, am I supposed to evade anything? I'm not controlling what's happening. Well, a little bit I am. I have totems. Oof. This map was horrible for Flicker Strike. Okay. Just stop all the time. Ooh. Wait, Abyssal Axe. Wasn't that one of the axes that I was using? No. No, it's the same image. It's just another one. It was called Void Axe. It's the one, the axe that I would want to use. This says mostly avoid the green. Thanks. Hopefully that'll be helpful.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh, he's gonna show up in every ritual then, is he? That's not too bad.
That would only slow me down.
Position. Stop shooting at me. What did I just say? Or you're not listening? Oh. Nope. No way through there, eh? Called lava chamber, right? Yeah, lava chamber.
That would only slow me down.
Was mostly annoying with flicker striking. Oops. I mean, these big rooms are just fine, but first.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Interesting that Maven showed up after I started the ritual, not before. Did I maybe not kill the boss before the ritual? Oh, it seems like I didn't. Man, I thought you had to. Oh well.
That would only slow me down.
Ooh, Piranda's coins. Minions. Lost maps. I mean, it was like 5 maps, I think. They were like tier 1 and tier 2, weren't they? That's... Life armor? That sounds good. Wonder what Surgeon's Flask is. Alright. Gotta go help her out a little bit. About that. Oh, another one! Congratulations!
Hello.
Exile.
Alright, so I got this shiny thing. Is there anything that I want to use it on? Did I remember? Wait. Here we go. It's 1 million. No, wait. 1,439,190,228. This one has how much? 64. It's not even close to 68 million. Oh man, I was tricked. I thought the experience would be way higher than that. That's weird. Hmm. That one we can put it on. Like elemental attacks. Probably a good idea. Rage is already maxed. That one is already maxed. What do I have here? Enlighten. Multi-strike. Oh! Wasn't the multi-strike like similar here? 19. 44, 11, 22, 44. 43, 11. 10 increased versus 1% more, which is better. Good question. Mental damage, what's... Oh! Gotta have something red that I still want to level, right? Sand, chance to bleed. Multi-strike. I'm pretty sure. No. Multi-strike. Hmm. Oh, I've been interested in Blade Storm. Could put Blade Storm in here now if I wanted to. Like instead of Berserk even. Well, I would need a 6-link. I could just move Berserk around, but...
Salah.
Alright, avoid the green. There we go. Let's avoid the green. Mastermind.
Can't be. This, it's the
I'm
forbidden
not up
vault.
to that yet, Lance. Very resourceful, John. I too am resourceful. Witness. Darkness swarms.
That was green.
Mortal. Give in, German.
No.
It's more green.
Darkness swarms. Feel death's grip. There's nothing that makes you feel so alive. Now come to me, John. Let us see.
Ah.
We can't let her escape.
Oh. It wasn't just a fight, it's... Oh. Hybrid flask. It's boring. Unless it isn't. damage is like way lower than I would want it to be this level. I think.
Hundreds of dead rotting soulless in the earth. What a meaningless waste. But your souls, yours will serve. Immortal. Feel death's grip. You try and try and try to break us, and yet the Syndicate is immortal. Do you think this will end any differently? You are owed a warrior's death, but the needs of the cause outweigh you.
I'm not up to that just yet.
No pleasure in this. Your soul
Takes no pleasure in this, eh?
My mana is gone.
My mana is gone. That's not fun.
Your soul burns for me.
What is she doing to my mana?
Your soul burns for me.
Can't do anything.
Your soul burns for me. Your soul burns for me.
Hello, Stelvina. See the arrow coming out from me? No.
Mortal.
Nice to see you again, Stelvina. Yes, indeed. Looks like I'm keeping my mana now, though.
Darkness swarms.
Oh, I was probably just meant to walk up there. Yeah, now it works again.
Mortal.
It was like a totem thingy I had to go to.
Rise, my children. Feed. Death will
So,
never
like,
come for an
avoid the green,
You're no
like,
mortal.
unless you need to go to the green. And I had to go to the green at when the mana ran out.
You were a potent soldier, Chimerian.
These totem
Our
thingies.
cause was never your cause. For your service, I
Oh.
give you what you never gave
I died.
victims. A quick death.
Either pop those when they're stagnant or avoid them when they crawl. I didn't even see what I did badly. They will absolutely delete me. They did indeed. Oof.
Your soul burns for me. Your soul burns for me. Your soul burns for me.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Gulamak.
Wait, was that not enough?
Rise, my children.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oof. Enduring cry for the win.
Mortal.
Just run over them stagnant.
Feel death's grip.
I don't know what that means. Also, these are when they're like the thing that she stabs in the ground or whatever. And then you run over them. But then they crawl around and they delete you. Alright. So if they're stuck on the ground, you run over them. Oh, the ones that I don't run over, they start crawling.
Arise, my children.
Here we go. All of these. Whoa.
Darkness
Wait.
swarms. Mortal.
Oh, she's not here.
Feel death's grip.
Oh.
Arise, my children.
I mean, I can't really.
Feel death's grip.
There we go. Like so. Where is she? Here we are. Um,
Feel death's grip. Mortal. Submit. Let our souls
Submit.
We
Oops.
must persevere. Too much hinges on this.
Right, what happened?
The syndicate would never have formed, and for that I must thank you. But you will not be missed.
Oh, she's full health again? That's rude.
Your soul burns for me. Give your soul to me. Your soul burns for me.
I'm not up to that just yet. My mana is gone.
Feel death's grip. Arise, my children.
Right, we run over them. Boom, 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 boom. There we go.
My cause fuels me.
Fruitlessly feed to your molten god, Redblade. Yours is one soul that will remain
What are you doing?
out of its reach.
Show yourself. Where did she go? Oh, that hurts. And full HP again.
Your soul burns for me. Give your soul to me. Don't do this.
And dead. Woof.
Still join us. Chance to bring back
There we go.
ever loved or cared
Hey kid, you like long, mechanically intensive boss fights with lots of phases? Says GGG probably. I think there needs to be a grace period for when you pop the pillars and the ground degens. Yeah. It was like you started taking damage instantly. It's like it was also hard to see when you popped the pillar or when you didn't. For me at least. I had difficult seeing that. Or they have to have a meter to show up completion, yeah, so you know when to jump out exactly. Incoming Cinder Swallow. Swallow Cinders? That sounds...
Stop! I can bring them back. Jonah, I can bring your entire order back. Just give me... Shut up!
There we go. Another silver flask. Exciting stuff. No uniques though. Except for the flask, but the flask might be. Oh, Katrina is dead.
Katarina is dead. The syndicate is fragile.
Oh yeah. What are all these doors? And this is where I came from, no? Right. Let's see, it's poke. What's this flask? And it has an unveil. charges 1 charge when you consume an ignited corpse. Enemies ignited by you during flask effect. That's nice. I'm doing fire damage. You like that. Take 10% increased damage. Nice. Recover 2% of life when you kill an enemy during flask effect. Nice. Mana during flask effect. Nice. Energy shield. Oh, that's pretty good. Need to unveil it as well. Wait, what's this? Did I need to check this out? Is there loot in here or? Oh, there is.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Loot everywhere. Holy crap. And there we got Rando's friends. Ooh. Oh, so it's all of the safe houses that I still had left. Great. And the board is now reset down. 28 Parandos coins. Oh, thank you. All the loots. Oh, I needed one of those for the crafting recipe. Oh, how many times did I die? There's a stash somewhere in this. Oh! There's a stash. This banana wolf monkey. So did I miss it or is it like here we go. Nice. Nice. That is interesting. We'll put this another interesting flask as well, right? 2 unique flasks in one go. Rising jar. Is that any good? Reduced amount recovered. It's 500 life. Instant. Oh, instant. I like instant life. 500 is not a lot. Yeah, it's a meme. 2 enemy writhing worms escape the flask when used. And they are destroyed when hit. So I spawn enemies by using it. That sounds fun, I suppose. It's primarily memes, alright. I can hit them to regain my own. It's a fishing item. Wait, what? Is that some kind of joke about fishing in the game? Yeah, fishing is in the game. Alright, right. We'll put all of these here. Oh yeah, fishing rods. Albino roa feathers. I don't know.
Up to that just yet.
More flasks. Alright, that's good. I think I already had one of those. Oh no, another tiny trial. See if I can do a better job this time. was it that I wanted to craft? These gloves probably. Or a ring. Banana Waffle Monkey, I think he just drowned out still his message. Oh, probably. Did I miss? No, nice to see you again. It's the last message. Did saw that indeed. Let's see, what does these gloves give now? We get like 14% attack speed. Got pretty good evasion, which is better than... How much evasion is that? Oh, that's super low. Not a bit, I suppose. 63 life is pretty good. Ah, and the accuracy. We do like the accuracy. Poison is useless, but accuracy and attack speed and life, a little bit of evasion. I don't know. What about the boots? 10% to dodge is nice. Movement speed, life. No, it's nice. I want this. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what I'm gonna do. Like, my damage is... feel like I'm missing damage, but like all the gear is... I mean, a better chest piece would be amazing. And a better ring. So... maybe we'll get socket crafting on Tiny's trial. What about these? I can't have that, so too much strength. No, this is the one. In case I get socket crafting. And we'll get a ring for something else, I suppose. Pretty sure I did. But is this the ring? No. I have a proper ring somewhere. That's the ring. These two is the two things that I want to craft now.
I'm not up to that just yet.
There's a normal item. Need to scour it first. So probably the ring is higher priority then. Start the timer, and we do one of those, and then we just maximum life. Oh my god, those 10 seconds are nothing. Holy crap. It's like I'm so bad, like being stressed out. I'm not a fast thinker, not even close to a fast thinker. Put that there. Put this back here. Actually, I'm kind of thinking I'll just ignore those trials in the future. They just stress me out. Damn Tiny. Add a veiled mod to a rare item. Chance of adding a second veiled mod. Ooh. So I do need to do a little bit of crafting then. Oh, this is a great place for a regal then. It's 1 level, but this has +2 levels, right? Yeah. Ah, there's no divining that. It's just have to reroll it. Right, what resistances do I have? Like all resistances. Do I need any resistance on it? No, I do not. Fire damage to attacks. What is that? Tier 5. 11 to 25 is tier 5. How high does that go? Life on kill though is boring. Do you like rarity items found? There we go. Is rarity items found any good? Let's try it. 40% increased elemental damage with attack skills. Alright, worst case scenario. Like we add 1, we might get 2 unveils. They might be good, they might be bad. Let's go with that. I can craft life on it. I need to.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Just the 1. Sad. Tree of War. That's sling clubs. It was. I don't know what those things do. Did I check all the rooms? No, I did not. Another crafting bench. Divination card with a new random one, alright. What's a bad card then? Gold ring? Maybe a ring? A bow. I don't need a bow. Ooh. That's labyrinth enchantment. Oh! Was that just 2 free labyrinth enchants? Oh, but it's... right. You need to upgrade it. Wait. Yeah, you need a craft item. Still though. Okay, I think that was everything. Pretty sure that was everything. So, go back to the garden. Alright, and all these three go to the same place. Alright. Well, that was fun. Wait, can I go again? No.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh, the flask unveil. Yeah, man. This unveil and are these. Boring amulet. Decree of War, is that any good? Probably not. In here anyways. Oh, gotta unveil that. Already have this flask, eh? Yeah, there was a lot of good loot in here. Rare stuff. Alright. I think we're good. Let's unveil that flask.
Cool winds.
Let's not sell it, eh? First we unveil this though. Fire damage. And lightning damage. Oh, so boring. Or maximum life. 28 to maximum life. Yeah, we take the maximum life and then we craft some more maximum life on it. Too bad they're all level 1. Still pretty good. Wait, can I... Wait. Does that mean I can't craft anything on it now?
Blessings.
No, I can craft something on it. No, that was a replacement. Damn it. But I don't have any exalts. Alright, here we go.
Oh,
What is this? Unveil. Reduced mana cost of skills. Regenerate 3% of life per second. 15% of damage taken from hits is leached as life during flask effect. Not worst case. I mean, this feels like a thing you want to do if you're not leeching. Right, because I can leech myself, right? So probably just a 3% life per second. Or maybe this. Or maybe this and take the what's it called again? Wall pact. Nah, this seems more Screw the Vault Pact. Yeah, exactly. Banana Waffle Monkey points out the Vault Pact might gimp you during extended boss fights. Indeed. It's better to just have the extra regeneration then. Wait, and I unlocked this so I can put this on another flask. I can craft this on a flask after if I want to. Yeah, new crafting. Life regeneration during flask effect 1. So I could, if I don't want to use this flask, I could craft that thing. Is it a prefix or a suffix? Mastercrafted suffix. So it is a suffix. Let's see. Enemies ignited by you during flask effect take 10% increased damage. That's not too bad. I got life on kill. It's like it's all. So what is consume an ignited corpse? What does that mean? Tinder swallow. Seems like something that I'm not doing. Or is the flask doing it on itself? Banana Waffle Monkey have no idea, but he would have to guess it has to do with offering skills. Yeah, I would think so too. Let's look it up. Cinder Swallow. Doesn't say anything. Cinder Swallow. Zoom. Sonic Trail. Oh, it's pen. Yeah, it has to be some sort of consumption. Hmm. And 10% increased damage. I don't know. I lose my curse removal or something else. Like the increased attack speed. And 3% life per second is not bad, but I just fixed this flask. It's onslaught base, yeah. I was thinking I could like recraft something, like something else to take away the curses. But I don't want to remove any other. Like I like the extra evasion, I like the immunity bleeding. I like the increased attack speed. It's the attack speed, like I would move immune to curses over to attack speed and like replace that to get a increased fire damage. That's like, Nah, I think I'm happy the way I've got it. Like I like this 8 seconds. Also, right, and this last 7.9 seconds on this one with the increased duration is very good for my soul thirst. I'm actually considering replacing this. Maybe, maybe not. This is pretty good. I'm thinking this will be an upgrade. Put you away. Put you away. There we go. That was fun. Lots and lots of loot. Oh, he shows up down here even. Oh, right. I had these as well. I almost forget.
Salah.
Oh man. It's out of movement speed. But not very good, except from that. Pretty good, I guess. Good enough. Okay, if I remember this correctly, I'll put on a scouring, I'll put up all the quality, I'll grab shitty map. Shitty map. Then I sell those together. There we go. It's just all boom. Done with that. Nice. Here we go. Complete encounters. The lair map. Oops. We have a lair map. So, defeat him while he's channeling, right? Wait, if Maven currently holds a recreation of this map's boss, does that mean that he won't be there? Two unique bosses. I've never tried that. Let's go check.
I'm not up to that just yet. Beauty will grow from your remains.
Remorse. Man, is there nothing there? It seems like there's nothing there. I can probably... Fuck. Gotta know. I gotta know for sure. Yeah, nothing there. Herbs, eh? Actually, the more I think about it, I'm pretty sure I do want to replace that Soul Thirst thing as well. The ring, the chest piece, and the belt. Yeah. Oh, right! I already am working towards this. I need to craft those... What are they called again? Abyssal jewels. I need to craft them. Completely forgot about that. That has just been sitting around doing nothing.
That just yet. Did I get them all? Looks like I did.
mana ran out. It's kinda rare, I guess. Minions. More uniques. Additional Legion encounter, that sounds fun. Increased evasion. 10% chance to blind on hit. Well, I always blind, I think. Red beak. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright.
I'm not up to that.
So I needed to kill while I was channeling something, right? Lycios Midnight Howl in the lair map while he's channeling Wolf Barrage. Barrage? Wait. You're done.
Tonight I will feast. What?
There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that was easy to recognize. So. You're just gonna run around like that. Oh,
I like to play with
this is it. Come on. Are you gonna? There we go. Got it. Do like cats. Wait, weren't those wolves? Red wolf. Do love cats though. Wolves are dogs, no? It's a bit of a mix-up. Ooh, this seems like it hurts. Oh, we're fine. Lucy's very wolf-themed. Mixed it up with Soul Rend Cat MTX. I don't know what that is. Well, cosmetics. I usually don't care very much about that. Not enough to spend money anyway. I like farming for it, I suppose, a little bit.
Cool winds.
Okay. I'll actually put all these in here. Maybe I should sort them a little bit. I don't know. So, to replace this, That's pretty good. Don't think I need the accuracy. What about this? Attack speed. Cast speed. I'm pretty sure we had something like really good. Here we go, the crit chance. These are all searching eye. We had murderer's eye as well. That was recommended to us. Oh, what's this? Oh wow. Crits. Cold to axe. Cold to axe doesn't help me. Oh, and there's no life on this. No life on this either. And no life on that either. So what about, do we have with life? Other jewelry. Ugh. Other jewelry regenerate. Nope. We want none of those. Oh, don't they work on gems? Perhaps not. Well, one idea is just a little bit of chaos spam, I guess. 28 maximum life, 30 maximum life. I mean, I really like this one. I mean, the 30% increased damage against abyssal monsters is whatever, but critical strike chance and a high max life roll. No exalts and no crafts on these either, right? Yep. So put that on right there. Do a little bit of spamming like this. That's life. Yeah. Damn it. It's taunting me. It's being mean to me. All these axe attacks. I've been playing with axes until I found this Oros amazing sword. One more. Right, what if we do this instead? But we just do alterations over and over instead. Dagger attacks. Oof. Now it's just giving me dagger attacks. What's going on here? Avoid being poisoned. Now we're only getting staff attacks. Ooh, that is nice. Maximum life. 8% increased attack speed. So... get something good. Gain onslaught for 4 seconds and kill. I mean, yeah. It's good when the flask runs out, I suppose. 7% is not much. The flask won't run out. I'm thinking about bosses mostly. What would this be? Like almost 60, almost 100 life. Wait, what do we have? 3.958. That wasn't a lot. We're good on those. Yeah, let's try that for a little while. Oh, I like this though. Got to change that. Will that fuck over my... No. I'm still good. Just about. Sulfur vents. Do I have that? Sulfur vents. Here we go. Defeat the Gorgon in Sulfur Vents map while all players are petrified. That seems like a difficult thing to do. How am I gonna attack when I'm petrified? Totem, yeah. What if I put out the totem and it kills the boss when I'm not petrified? And I just try again, I suppose. How would people without totem do that challenge?
I'm not up to that just yet.
Replica Roomies. This banana waffle monkey. Roomies. I don't remember where that is. I guess we could bring Einhar as well. Have him kill it. Well, this is certainly a chest, says Ben an Off Monkey, and he shows us the perfect form Zodiac leather. It has a lot of evasion, that is nice. 10% increased dexterity, which is also nice. 62 maximum life, minus 30 cold resists. I always like when it's like minus something good and then it has to be something else. There we go. Arctic armor has 100% reduced mana restoration. That is very nice. Evasion rating is increased by uncapped cold resistance. Oh. And base acrobatics. Base. Oh. Oh wow. Yeah. That is a chest piece indeed.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh, thought it was gonna be in here, but oh, that's an arena. Projectile, frostbolt. Alright, while petrified. Yes, big arena. Oh, how do I get petrified?
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh, there we go. Ah. Okay, so you do get ample opportunity to get petrified. I want to stand in the fire, no. Got it. First try. Nice. There we go.
Exile? Hello.
Alright, so what's next? Holding counters 3. Turn in divination cards. Oh wow. I don't think that'll happen. Defeat the harvest boss. Harvest the heart of the grove. Seems interesting. Ritual base types. How do I get hold of those? Haven't seen a single one. Probably later on. And we gotta kill Sirius. This is just... Oh wow, that won't happen. Seems like there was nothing to do specifically right now. More than getting to level 90, I suppose. Finding some maps.
I'm not up to that just yet.
A determined one. Chase me down a second time.
Oh, he dared me. Need to do it. air sword. That seems interesting. Oh no, it was the hunter influence. Alright. Thought it was a rare breach thing. Oh, another thing that Banana Waffle Monkey hasn't seen before. Choir of the Storms. Interesting flavor text, alright. We have 29 intelligence. We got a level 20 lightning bolt when you deal a critical strike. Ooh, that's pretty nice if you're dealing lightning damage, because you have also 50% increased lightning damage. And increased mana, and critical strike chance is increased by lightning resistance. Nice. But the old fool did not bow. The fool stood and questioned, and the fool was unwritten. Well, whoever that author was a douchebag, right? Choir of the Storm. I kind of like this fool, and I feel sorry for him. Well, I feel sorry for the world, I suppose, that fool got unwritten. Maybe he was no fool. Questioning leads to development, right? There are a lot of emperors in this game. A lot of douchebaggery emperors. What's he called again? There's this famous American psychiatrist. Man, I've heard his like hang up so many times recently. Oh man, I gotta. What was his name again? Something of the American Mind. I think he wrote that book, right? Yeah, height. I've been hearing something he said over and over and over again. Yeah, origin of moral reasoning. Yeah. And someone said it was like post hoc. Like all our moral reasoning is post hoc. That like the idea goes like this, that yeah, after the fact, indeed. The idea goes like this, that when we think about when we've been in moral situations or whatever, or when we talk about it like it is a decision that is made on the spot, right? And that is not how it works. There are a lot of automated processes involved, right? And that's not really news to anyone in the field of psychology, that well, there's a lot of stuff happening, right? Some unconscious, some conscious, but like in a live situation when you are interacting with another person in a moral situation, you are not logically reflecting over your what's it called? Like you don't do moral reasoning in that very situation. You just act, right? And that is how it works. That's no news, I don't think. What really bothers me is like he has made this interpretation of that to say that like our moral reasoning is pointless. Hello again, Stelifina. Nice to see you again. Welcome back. So Height then says, tag you're it. I was playing Minecraft. Oh, nice. I'm probably gonna be playing Minecraft this afternoon. I'm actually quite new to it myself. I just played it for the first time just a few weeks ago. Serafina loves that game. Yeah, somehow I believed that I wouldn't enjoy it, but I have enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Like I've been playing a lot of Factorio, and it kind of, for me, it feels like Factorio is just in my tastes, just fits my tastes better. Delphina built some pyramids with some friends recently. Oh?
Hello.
It's weird, like always in those types of games when I always build pyramids for some reason. I like the... I don't know why. But like in Factorio, I get this like... Everything matters. Everything that you build in Factorio has a purpose. It's not really like that in Minecraft. Stelifina says you should build a pyramid in Minecraft sometimes. Sometimes it's pretty nice. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get to... Well, I don't make the decisions a lot since I'm playing with my nephew, so I'll let him make all the decisions and I just tag along and try to keep into what he wants to do as much as possible. Oh, sweet, says Selfina. Sweet? Oh, maybe. I don't know, I mean, he's a kid, right? Kids take priority, that's kind of how I view the world anyhow.
For freedom.
Delphina says that kids are precious. Yeah. It's like they say, women and children first. Well, children at least, I don't know about women. Delphina asks, have I thought about making a YouTube channel? I do have a YouTube channel. I try to like, because I like a lot of discussions and stuff like that, but I really did dislike editing, so I just upload the, what are they called? Like the streams. I record the streams and then I just upload them as is. I have made a script. I have not fine-tuned it yet, but like I've made a script that so I can make automatic editing. But I mean, it's not very good. There are some cheap Fiverr editors, says Stelifina. Yeah, that might be an idea. Getting someone to edit for me. I was kind of happy with my automatic editing. It's just I need to fiddle with it some more. It's not the greatest, but it's, I mean, I'm thinking they're even cheaper than the Fiverr editors, I think. Was I done with the arcade? I don't remember. Yes, I was. I mean, there are people who enjoy editing. I am not one of those. And I also thought about, you know, making video essays. Video essays would be fun, I suppose. That takes like preparation. I like more the reactive, like what's it called? The discussions that just happens. Just something triggers some idea in the mind, and then there's some talking about it. Stelefina says that she, still don't know if they have edited videos since I am a she. Oh yeah, I don't know, it looked like a female name, but I didn't want to presume. So she has edited since she was young, so she don't mind. Man, I've noticed that. I say doesn't a lot when it's supposed to be don't. Yeah, like people have different tastes, and that's very good, I think. Minecraft is like Path of Exile. Your inventory is gonna get filled with shit you don't remember picking up. Yeah. Well, Minecraft doesn't have such a big database of things, I suppose. Oh, I got sidetracked. Where was I? Yeah, right. Gut feelings. So he says that moral reasoning is not what's happening. We don't do that in life situations, right? And I agree with that. You know, most people would agree that when you're meeting people, talking to people and whatnot, you just act. Wait, can I go to the arcade again? Screw that. So what he has taken that, like what he has done with it, is that he pretty much says that moral reasoning is, well, not pointless, but that is like, he doesn't say that, but it's all just emotional and gut feelings. Like, and then he goes on to talking about political ideology, and it says like, it's pretty much says that all moral reasoning is dumb. He doesn't say that straight out, but that becomes the consequence from assuming that attitude. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, our gut feeling and our emotions, when we do moral reasoning, we change our worldview, and we change how like the subconscious things happen. Because people change, right? People can change their behavior based on moral reasoning. Not in the moment, but like we are right now. You know, just sitting around, taking it easy. Stelefina says, poggers for viewers. Banana Waffle Monkey says, it depends on the urgency of the situation too, I think. No, I kind of agree with him that any situation is not the time for reflection. Like a live situation, when you're in the real world, talking and interacting with people. Celestial Serenity, misspelt. This is my other account. I'm Stelefina. I'm just here to give me more views. Oh, thank you, I guess. How come you have two accounts? That's Sounds like a hassle to me. But I would say like any situation where you're in a live environment and like a moral environment where you have to behave in a moral manner. I mean, one could argue that is all situations. But I would still say, I would agree with him on the point that most of it is just what you do, right? You just act. Celestial Serenity says, I have one on my phone. I use it for testing out streams before I actually stream on Stellafina. Ooh, that's a good idea. Like, even if I do agree that a lot of the things that happens are subconscious and whatnot, like, the way I'm looking at it is that we have a worldview, right? We all have, like, that's what's all about growing up is like, you know? You test stuff and you learn about how the world works, and then you act accordingly. A lot of that learning happens subconsciously. Celestial Serenity says, I don't want to fumble around with technical difficulties to my actual followers. Yeah. I have thought about, you know, being proper like that as well, but I'm just too lazy. I had Banana Waffle Monkey test out my microphone. It was very kind of him to help out. So then, like, you build your worldview, right? That's like how the world works. You adapt to your understanding, both unconscious and conscious. It becomes unconscious processes. It's like what I'm trying to do with my language, right? There are some types of language that I'm trying to change to other types. I mean, it's a slow and difficult process. But you can do it, and that is based on moral reasoning. So his conclusions that moral reasoning does nothing, it's just a failure of imagination or something, I don't know. Stelefina says, the sound effects in this game are interesting. Yeah. And she loves my accent. Oh, thank you very much. A lot of Swedes are embarrassed about their accent for some reason. I'm guessing that a lot of Swedes are just embarrassed. And the accent is just another way we can, like, oh right, I can be embarrassed about this too. What a good idea. Banana Waffle Monkey says, just wait until he drops a bunch of Exiles. Yeah. I think I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile recently, and I've had 3 Exiles altogether drop. Delfina has relatives in Sweden, in Stockholm. Yeah, I'm quite far away from Stockholm. But I have relatives in Stockholm as well. Indeed I do. Haven't talked to them in a while. I used to go to Stockholm like a couple of weeks every summer, or every other summer as a kid. It was a good time. Colgate in on tap says, why would anyone be embarrassed about their accent? You know, embarrassment is... It's like we talked about that the other day, Colgate in on tap. Like, you have the same thing in Finland, that shut the fuck up attitude, you know? Who do you think you are? Where does that attitude lead, you think? Well, it leads to embarrassment and people shutting the fuck up. And looking for reasons to just be embarrassed. Doesn't sound like it does in the British movies, because like Norway, like think about Irish and Scottish accents. They're great, right? Then our accent is so much uglier. Delfina says perhaps they don't want anyone to make fun of them. Yeah, exactly. Or shame them. There we go. A lot of shaming going around. Ooh, that hurt. Lots of English speakers are more tolerant to people who don't speak English well, says Delfina. But that is not the same the other way around. Lots of non-English speaker finds it's funny or offensive. Not all of them, but Italians, for example, don't like it when outsiders can't speak well. Same with Russians. Oh. I've never noticed that. Sounds a little bit like a stereotypical thing, but I mean, stereotypes come from somewhere. I mean, I remember I lived in Ireland for 6 months. And I remember being out on the pub. At the pub. Like any pub. There were a lot of tourists and immigrants. Well, are you an immigrant if you're planning just to stay for 6 months? That considered immigration then? I don't think so. But like they adapt, like you can hear them when they're talking to someone that doesn't have an Irish accent, then they make the effort to sound a little bit more proper? No. Easy to understand. There we go. Delfina had a co-worker who lived in Italy for 7 years, and he told me that he was never treated well there because he had an accent. They don't like non-Italians too much where he was living. Yeah. Could have just also been, you know, just pure and simple racism. Doesn't necessarily have to do with the accent. Well, a thick accent sure doesn't help in that kind of situation, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that is like one reason because the Swedes feeling embarrassed about it as well. You know, wanting not to stick out like a sore thumb. Colgate Innotab says accent helps racists to find out who are outsiders. I suppose. I was actually thinking about that. I don't really like the word racist. Now that I think about it. Like ethnicist would be a better word for it. Like I remember looking into it as well. The lines are so blurred that I would like say that humans doesn't really have different races. Like we are Homo sapien, right? That's the race. It's not like dogs, you know, where you have poodles and retrievers and whatnot. Stelifina says, yeah, he was Macedonian living in Italy for work, yeah. So ethnicist makes more sense. Yeah, that's what I would have gathered as well, right? Because you discriminate and feel differently because of where people are from, right? That like, doesn't necessarily mean... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't want a clearer distinction between all the different races, because, like, on one hand, like, is the poodle and the retriever, are they two different races, or are they just dog races? Or do you have to be different races when you're like cats and dogs? And I would argue, like, if we make the cats and dogs distinction, if that is different races, then everybody is racists, and then the term doesn't make sense. Like, cats are racists. I'm racist. I would value a person over a cat any day. And I'm a cat person. I have a cat. Well,
Let me tell your future.
so I would value most people over my cat. Some people. Well, maybe I am not racist. I would value my cat over a lot of people, I guess. Colgate In on Tap asks, are people who are prejudiced towards lizard people racists or ethnicists? That would be racist, yeah? Because lizard people would be considered a different race, I think. Well, I mean, then again, I mean, there are no lizard people, right? Not that we know of, just imaginative lizard people. So, would they really be racist since the race is not a real race? Stelfina asks, where did I come up with the name Cider McDread? Colgate In on Tap says, then you're with them, the lizard people. Yeah, look here. No, but the name Cider McDread came from a long time ago, actually, when I was out backpacking. Me and some dude I was hanging out with for a while in New Zealand, a Swedish dude actually. We were hanging out drinking a lot, and I was always drinking cider. And we had seen that movie again, or like for the millionth time. Dude, Where's My Car? And they had alter egos like Johnny Potsmoker and something like that. And at that time I had dreadlocks and was a more obvious metal fan than I am today. Like that type of metal, not the swords and horseshoes and stuff like that, but the music kind, like black metal, death metal, that kind of music. So it was just like he gave me that name and it just stuck. Cider McDread. Since I'm terrible with coming up with names, I've just kept it like in all games. I'm always trying to be McDread or Cider McDread or Cinder McDread or something like that. So there it is. Say without stuttering, I am a human being and there is no trace of lizard in me. Good, they didn't listen. Can't be a traitor like that. Someone might hear. Okay. He believes me, says Colgate In on Tap. Colgate is projecting. No. Colgate is meme lording. There is this, what's he called again? Ooh.
I'm not up to that. Some good news.
There's this great YouTuber called... It's again, you need to have a little bit of 4chan-y humor to like it. But it's internet comment etiquette. Celefina says, agreed, Colgate is the lizard. Put a fly on your screen. What call it? Salivate. Nice.
Good to see you.
I haven't eaten a fly in years. I don't even remember what they taste like. It's like when you make that mistake in driving around on a moped or like sticking your face out of the window of a car just to feel the wind blow and then you just... Oh, damn it! Good times. I'm back in the lava chamber. I was thinking like, oh, I don't want to do the lava chamber anymore. Where does she put me? Where does, well, this hunter dude. Al-Hazim, I think his name is, something like that. Dang, I didn't know that was an ASMR stream too. Oh yes, yes indeed. People choking is ASMR to you, eh? Well, to each their own. As long as you're consenting adults, I suppose. Actually, I've never tried that. A lot of people are doing that choking thing. Maybe one should try it sometime. Never count out before trying it first. Meme lording is officially a verb, says Delphina, and then says, ew. Well, I mean, again, don't yuck someone else's yum. Maybe that wasn't choking noises, maybe that was gagging noises, I don't know. I know some people getting turned on by that as well. Oh man, that's dark. Colgate on Tab says it was popular among people who were hanged. Is it hung? Or is it hanged? Stelifina says I will never support anchovy pizza. Oh, that sounds gross to me. Yeah, I don't like anchovies. Like, I'm surrounded by people who do. Both fortunately and unfortunately. Unfortunately, because they cook food with it on it, in it, and whatnot. That is annoying. Fortunately, like, if I suddenly get some anchovies, instead of like leaving them on the plate, just sitting there, I can, oh, here, have this. Have them not go to waste. Let's see. Banana Waffle Monkey says, well, briefly popular for the hanging person. Well, Stelifina says, people who eat pizza with ketchup should have their mental sanity challenged. Wait. Mental sanity challenged. What does that even mean? How is one's mental sanity challenged? To make sure they're okay. Ah. Oh, right, like stroke check. Like, repeat after me. Can you say these 3 words? Banana, wolves, and monkeys. Here we go. And if they can repeat after you, then they probably don't have a stroke. Stelifina thinks that ketchup with pizza is not okay. Well, you don't have to eat it. Because just someone else eats it, right? If someone else likes it, then to each their own. No? Don't you agree, Stelifina? If you can't process your tomatoes correctly, you can't your brain can't process correctly. I haven't processed a tomato in, well, count cutting up and putting on a hamburger, then sure I have processed tomatoes, but other than that, no. Pizza is the only bastion of positivity in this world. Oh man. Oh, I do love pineapples on pizza.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Exactly, says Stelafina. We measure people's ability to empathize and be normal functioning members of society by their pizza preferences. Pineapple on pizza is good in my opinion, says Stelafina, alright. My belt is a fucking eyesore right now. What belt is that? Ah, here we go. Entropy tether chain belt. Act belt on yellow. Act 1 belt on yellow maps. What are you talking about? It's great. You get like a good that's a pretty good Act 1 belt. But just to be that dude again, I gotta point out that objective morality is not a thing. It's not a thing, it's just not. And if you want to claim that, I have a challenge for you. I was so disappointed because I really like a lot of what's... I like listening to Sam Harris. I mean, not only his voice is... There you go, that's an ASMR voice. He also has some good ideas. Then his whole book is based on the idea, his idea about what objective morality is, and I just... Actually, when I was looking into Hume's guillotine, I looked into what's his answer to this. Whoa, that's fire. And what was his take on it? He just made some fancy rhetoric, not really answering the question at all, basically just ignoring it and saying, well, it's obvious, isn't it? I don't like those responses, because it isn't obvious. Stelafina says, as someone who has never played Path of Exile, all I see is a little character scribbling their way through a mob. Oh well, this is specifically I'm playing with this ability right here that is called Flicker Strike. Teleports the character to a nearby monster and attacks with a melee weapon. If no specific monster is targeted, one is picked at random. Grants a buff that increases movement speed for a duration. So this here, it's like I have to like move my eyes away for a little bit at times just to deal with it, because it hurts. It hurts. I've been thinking about replacing Flicker Strike to something else, but at the same time it's really fun, even though it hurts my eyes. It's like trying to follow along. Do I still have dreadlocks? No, that was a long time ago. No. I need to cut my hair soon as well. It's like getting way too long. I'm losing my hair a little bit. It's going away, so I can't really have this long hair that I have right now. Beautiful hair. Oh, thank you, Stelafina. Thanks indeed. I usually go with like a shortcut, something like this. It's because I'm lazy. I have this machine that does it. Maybe it's my wanting, because I've had long hair most of my life though. Being a long-haired, because when you go to metal concerts, you know, when you headbang, you want that hair flying around. So maybe I want to get long hair once more before I lose it all. Yeah, actually, I hadn't thought about it very much, but now you gave me such a nice compliment. So let's get long hair again. Make that decision here now. Banana Waffle Monkey says, won't get to see it since I don't have the camera yet. Pretty pog hair. All the loots. Oh, I almost forgot about this. Kill this. Delphina says Banana Waffle is your biggest fan. Like, is he whipping his hair around? Blowing wind around? I don't know. Discussion friend. Banana. Oh, I died. Banana Waffle Monkey says, I always thought of myself as a grill, but I'll accept a fan. I'm more of a toaster, says Delphina. Oh, damn it. I should have put my waypoint down. Portal up, I mean. There we go. Bothers me. I really like the joke, like, well, I'm more of an attack helicopter, but like a lot of trans people really dislike that joke, so I really shouldn't be making it. It's rude. Delphina says that my character seems to be very aggressive at walking. Yes, indeed. Okay, jump and slam and I scream all around. I don't know if you've seen Philosophy Tube on YouTube's. That was an interesting video. It's like really good one at that as well. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was way faster than I thought. What is the joke? I don't get offended. Well, I mean, there's like the joke, it's just a subversion of expectations. Yeah, I died. Again, 2 times. It's more a subversion of expectations. It's not really a proper joke. I don't think. Don't know comedy theory enough to see either way, but it's like, oh, I identify as this, and I identify as that, and someone identifies as an attack helicopter. It's like, right? As people gets to identify as whatever they like, right? And I'm with that. You can't really identify as an attack helicopter. That doesn't make any sense, right? Because like an attack helicopter doesn't. It's not a living thing. Like a penguin, that makes a little bit more sense. Like furries, that's kind of the furries deal, right? Identifying as foxes, well, not like all the time probably, but you know, something like that. It's a large component of comedy, but the context is the biggest component, in my opinion, says Banana Wolf Monkey. Yeah, I'm not a very funny dude. That's fine. Delphina is watching my stream in a zoo enclosure. Please save us. Oh man. Is it really that bad being in a zoo? Like most zoos I've seen have seemed pretty nice. I'm thinking about, like, I've heard this argument that we're giving all cats Stockholm Syndrome. And I'm like, yeah, they also live 4 times longer. When I woke up this morning, I didn't start moving like that. I was just staying still, not moving, just enjoying the slow waking up process. But it seemed like my cat had kind of noticed that I did wake up. Or maybe he hadn't, I'm not sure. My guess is that he hadn't noticed. But he just felt like it was time to cuddle. So I noticed him, I ignored him, but I noticed him. He came walking up to the bed, and then he walked around on the bed, and he like walked over me, on top of me, and stood on my chest. Which he never does, because he likes to be on solid ground. He doesn't like to be on top of, like, either in my lap or on my chest or anything like that. He likes to be on solid ground. But he went up my chest, and then he said, meow. And then he took a step down. And then he walked over me again and said, meow. I think he was trying to wake me up. That little asshole. The frogs are gay because of the fluoride in the water. Yeah, exactly. They're turning the frogs gay. Oh man, that is such a dumbass. As far as I understand that, there we got a typical example of a proper psychopath. Life sucks for wild animals, says Colgate in on tap. Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe they like it, says Delphina. Yeah. I mean, there are so many... like, we really don't know, right? What is life for... I mean, we can make assumptions, but we have to agree that there are assumptions. I mean, we do know that they feel pain and they get unconscious like us, and we assume that their experience is similar to our experience. And we have, I mean, we have a pretty good idea about it, I guess. But knowing for a fact what experience, like,
Blessings.
we don't have Node Runner here, but he for sure would argue that we don't even know what other people feel like, right? We can't empathize with other people because we don't know. We have no idea. It actually ended up being somewhat true that the fluoride did affect frogs' mating patterns. That's funny, actually. I don't know what the problem is about it, though. Colgate Innotab says, dying before adulthood, starvation, disease, parasitism, infanticide, ooh, that's rough. Predation and being eaten alive sounds pretty bad at least. Well, I mean, that's some live animals, like. What about wolves? Wolves have a good time. Yeah, I agree, Stellafina. It is kind of funny that the fluoride did affect frog mating patterns. It is super funny. But that's not the problem with his being stupid. The stupid thing is, why does anyone care that the frogs are gay? Like, it's not like it affects your life in any way if the frogs are gay. Well, if all frogs became gay, there will probably be no more frogs, I guess. So if you're a big frog lover, you really love those frogs, then you would be sad if all the frogs became gay, I suppose. But he doesn't seem like a frog lover like that. Holy shit, that's a lot of energy shield. Wait, how did you get... Oh, is it 74 just on the belt? The crystal belt? 91 maximum life? Mana? That's good for you, right? Yeah? The mana is effective health points as well. And Fire, Lightning, Chaos Resist. Oh, look at that. Very great. Stelifina says that's pretty much humanity in the old ages. But not all wild animals go through that as well. Yeah, I guess so. I think his point was that fluoride is affecting humans. Turning humans gay. I mean, okay. My life's purpose is to be concerned about the sexuality about frogs. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Some people care about sexuality in frogs. The implicit is higher range than the regular chain belts by like 50-60. Yeah. How does that happen? Is it because of the crystal belt? I don't think I've seen crystal belt. I like 50-60, yeah. Frogs scare Stelifina. Oh? How come? Well, some of them I've heard. I've never tried it myself, but I heard if you kiss some of the frogs, they... Oh, man. I was just thinking if you lick a frog, you have a good time. And then I was thinking if you kiss a frog and they turn into a prince, how much do you want to bet that that story is based on someone kissing a frog and the frog actually turning into a prince for them? Like the pupils getting big and all that. Oh man, I hadn't thought about that before. Drops in specific zones like Atlas jewelry, says Banana Wolf Monkey. And the cauliflower bastards will kill ya. He also says the weirds. They're weird looking, they make odd sounds. They are slimy and they look like aliens. I mean, what does aliens look like? I mean, aliens looks like frogs. I would say it's the other way around, right? What came first? The frog or the alien? Obviously the frog. Is it obviously? Eh? Maybe people are homophobic because they licked a frog and now they hate rainbows. Yeah, they had a bad trip. Damn rainbows. Aliens looks like frogs, says Delphina. No. Yeah, aliens look like frogs. There we go. That has got to be the way about it, right? Because frogs has to be coming before aliens. It's just got to be that way. Elemental equilibrium, no thanks. Stelifina says, do you think that the pyramids are a portal to another planet? Well, maybe the pyramid you built. For sure not the one... Like, if the pyramids were a portal to another planet, then we would have figured that out already. I think enough people have looked into the pyramids, looked around. So no, I don't think that. Should make a Minecraft pyramid with a nether portal. There we go. Are you sure? Of course I'm not sure. But let me tell you about this little thing called Glenarch not Glenarch Cairns, sorry. Occam's Razor. Have you heard of it? Occam's Razor said that if you have two possible explanations to any phenomenon, you should always prefer the one that requires the map is too low. That requires the least amount of assumptions. And assuming that it is a portal to another planet takes a whole lot of assumptions. In regards to thinking that it's not a portal, it takes less assumptions. Therefore, my view, until someone proves otherwise, is that it is not a portal to another planet. Just like that tree I saw falling out in the forest, it wasn't aliens who knocked it over, it was the storm a couple of days ago. I love Occam's razor. It's a good tool, a good way to practice thinking as well. Oof,
I'm not up to that just
look at
yet.
that. Oh, I'm curious. Colgate In on Tab says that Occam's razor doesn't like math. Why not? I'm quite confused. I really like Occam's razor, but I like math as well. So Stellafina says, my assumptions. 1. They are built at a time where it would have been practically impossible to build it. Well, practically impossible, not impossible. I mean, they had a lot of slave labor, and there are other explanations that doesn't take aliens, right? That assumption we could make the explanation without that assumption, right? It could have been it could have been an alien life form. I don't want to discount the idea. It could have been, but probably not. What else? 2. The aliens probably have more advanced technology. I mean, yeah, if aliens came here from another planet, they would for sure have more technology. Would be mad to think otherwise. So I agree with that. Colgate In on Tab says so many assumptions in math. Are there? Really? Stellafina says, lol, I don't believe that the pyramids are actually a portal, but I sure do sound like I do. I mean, I kind of more look at it like an interesting discussion, you know? Like taking one view and trying it out. It's a good way to expand your worldview. I mean, I'm not discounting that maybe. I mean, I've seen other stuff like that where there's like old stuff, buildings that they found that have cut stone in a way that they don't know how one would do it. Like, and I mean, I don't see anyone building a pyramid today or this year. Why not? Like, there are interesting questions to ask.
Just yet.
Banana Waffle Monkey says meme that math likes assumptions. Oh? I've never heard that meme. Am I real? Well, depends on your definition of real, right? I'm stuck here in the screen. Hello, let me out. Open up. You have to take your hands and rip the screen open so I can get out. I'm stuck. Math. Step 1, assume things. Step 2, deduce new information from those assumptions. Step 3? I don't know. Step 4, profit. Well, it's like math is abstract rules, right? But those rules, like those assumptions have been proven to be super useful over and over. Right? It's a pragmatic thing. So I'm kind of thinking as well, because the whole point, well, not the whole point, but like any explanation about anything does require assumptions. Like it always does. We always need to assume things, whatever we do. So Occam's razor just says that try and do it as little as possible. And I mean, math, we put up a rigid structure of assumptions. Like 1 + 1 is always equal to 2. It's always. Except for when it isn't. But you know, Banana Waffle Monkey says, next time I hear someone tell someone to speak proper English, I'm asking them to prove one of my essays. Next time I hear someone to tell someone else to speak proper English, I'm asking them to proof one of my essays. What does proof mean in this context? Proofread? Like going through proper English? Stelfina is going to bed, and she will tune in later. Ah, it's nice of you to hang out. Nice to see you again. And sleep tight. 1 + 1 = 2, though. Can't think of a time that it wouldn't, says Stelfina. Yeah, I couldn't either, but maybe. Colgate probably can think of a way. We do not always use the same axiomation, like starting points. Different collections of axioms leads to different interesting things, yeah? Indeed. Proofread, yeah. Simple. Redefine 1 as 2. And, yeah. But like the rules are the same, just from different axioms. And that's fine. But that would be language play, not number play. Well, math is a language. Right, isn't it? Math is a language of numbers, like an abstract language of numbers. 1 + 1 is equals to 2. And that is always is, yeah, like the equal sign means a specific thing. Like, and if you break that, then you're not doing math anymore. Banana Waffle Monkey is buying 5 exalts of stacked decks. Oh, nice. Wait, not until he buys some boots first. Yeah, get those boots going. They are made for walking. Oh yeah, I thought you said you were buying sex for a second. I've never done that. Part of me want to try it sometimes, but also another part of me is like super introverted and like I kind of need to. Never had like a one-night stand. It's not for me. I'm more of the kind of person who needs to date and get to know a person a little bit first. So buying sex seems like maybe not. I don't know. Filipina says I got too interested in the conversation. Yeah, interesting conversations. That is what I do like to see indeed. Same though, says Banana Waffle Monkey. I've tried one-night stands. I Holden Caulfielded myself. Holden Caulfielded. I don't know what that is. Stelfina is the same. She also likes connections, long-term connections. It's easier that way. He hired a prostitute and then realized he just wanted a hug and someone to vent to. I can see that. Holden Caulfield. Sometimes 1 is equal to 2, but it means 1 is equal to 0. So still 1 + 1 is equal to 0 + 0. It's like it's equal to 2. Yeah. Catcher in the Rye. How old is that? Catcher in the Rye. What, says Delphina? Yeah. But I mean, if 1 is equal to 2, then I mean different axioms, right? Different starting points. Like another example would be just doing it in binary, right? Then a way to read it is 1 + 1 is equal to 10. I mean, it's a bad way to read it, but it is a way to read it, right?
I'm not up to that just yet.
50s, Banana Waffle Monkey thinks. The Great Late J.D. Salinger. Is it a book you would recommend? Stelfina says, oh yeah, now I get it. It's a good way to read it, once you mentioned binary. Yeah. It's different axioms, right? Different starting points. But the math rules are still the same. And yeah, it's an abstract rule making, a lot of, like, we make assumptions, but since the assumptions, like Occam's razor is like primarily about science, right? And we use maths in science all the time. So the point of Occam's razor is just to use fewer assumptions, not to stop assuming altogether. If it was like you can't assume anything ever, then what are you gonna do? Then you're screwed. Just go to bed, lie down, and wait for sweet release? I don't know. Yes, says Banana Waffle Monkey to something. Oh, right, the book. Yeah. As a short to read, I recommend A Perfect Day for Banana Fish. A Perfect Day for Banana Fish. Well, I'm thinking of... like, if you're still here after hanging around, and if we get that far, I'm gonna need book tips for the reading part of the stream. I already have, like, after Everlasting Summer, I'm gonna read To Burn in Memory, but after that, I'm not quite sure. So then we will read Banana Fish. Since Banana Waffle Monkey highly recommend it, I'll try to remember. Let's see, Stilfina says that, but 1 isn't 1 in that case. It is representative of a starting point in the binary sequence. Yeah, and we call that starting point 1. Right. So it is 1. Like, what is 1? It's just all the mathematicians has agreed what 1 is. It's not an inherent, like, it's a language, right? It's a representation that people have agreed to make. Representation of an abstract representation even. Whoops, I died. It's very sad. Like it's I think that was Colgate In on Tap's point, like, what is 1? It's just an assumption. Alright, going to bed for real now. Good on you. Good decision. Sleep tight. See you next time, I guess. I hope. 1 is neutral element for multiplication within algebraic structure. Ah, there we go. That's what's good about math, like everything has strict rules. Made up, well, made up, discovered, that's a discussion that I'm not good enough at math. But I have heard that there has been, like, debates, discussions on that very area where people don't really agree. Is it discovered? Is it invented? Who knows? I would say that the rules are invented and then you make discoveries within that context. Would have guessed that is a way to look at it, I suppose. Banana Waffle Monkey has been thinking about that. Oh, nice. He thinks it's a false binary. Oh. And he thinks it's realized. Ooh. And the two things don't have to be mutually exclusive. Celestial Serenity says that she's in bed now, but with her phone. Oh, let's hope my voice is soothing enough to lull you to sleep. I guess. Whoa, 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 that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh man, it hurts. All my XP, it's going away. It's very sad. Yeah, the two things don't have to be mutually exclusive. I kind of agree with Banana Waffle Monkey. That makes a lot of sense to me. I don't really know what the word realized means. It is, she says. I am like ASMR. Oh, thank you. So many compliments. Making me happy. Flattery will get you everywhere, as they say. What is ASMR? Asks Colgate in on tap. Oh, some people. This streams a Waffle Monkey. Well, like some people buy like super expensive microphones and then they make whispering noises and a lot of noises. Well, I don't have a 3D, but like a 3D microphone, and then you take headphones on and they talk like this around the microphone and make different sounds. And some people have, when they put the headphones on and listen to it, they get an autonomous sensory meridian response. There we go, ASMR. Thank you. So they get a good feeling, a tingly feeling by just listening to different type of sounds that the ASMR makes. I've tried different types of ASMR and well, I find it a bit enjoyable, I suppose. I don't get the tingly feelings.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Don't know how to deal with this. I think this is the way. Whoa. Holy shit, this boss. It's a regular map boss. I'm getting wrecked. Oh, one down. That boss was no fun. I was like up here at XP, I think. Or that's just my bias, you know, hating what just happened. But like Colgate in on tap, you can just YouTube ASMR and you'll find a million examples of it. And it's also a little bit of a meme because people who don't have those experiences can't really, you know, empathize, sympathize. Like I've never had like those tingly feelings. Well, I have had tingly feelings, but not from that type of auditory stimulus. But so people meme about it because it looks weird as shit. Oh no, not again. Did I just skip this part? Oh, died. Die! That's my ASMR. Hail murder. Well, to be fair, I have gotten tingly feelings from music. Like when you get to the crescendo is in a good song, I guess. Celestial Serenity asked me, what are my streaming goals? To have good discussions. To learn new things. To expand my worldview. And maybe help others to do the same who are interested in it. Like I have a pretty philosophical background and I feel rather confident that I'm pretty good at it. Quite alright. But you know, you always need new viewpoints. It's like connecting to people and talking about interesting stuff like ASMR. Colgate in on SAP would suggest AI Dungeon for reading. It's like tabletop RPGs, but with AI as a DM storyteller rather than a human being. Oh. Is that a real thing? Does that work already? I would have guessed it's too soon. Maybe it isn't. Like there was this AI released recently that got a lot of hype. It was just a general purpose language AI. Future is now, old man, says Colgate in on tap. That is a great idea. I really want to try that. Does that work for one person though? I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, like, kinda becomes better in a group, right? Would Dungeons and Dragons be fun as two people? Well, if the AI is good enough, it's like the AI is the storyteller, right? So
I'm not up to that just
it's
yet.
more of an AI creating a unique book just for us. Oh man, Celestial Serenity gives me some kind of toilet paper with a ribbon on it. Thank you. I need a new toilet paper, I guess. It even understood Finnish surprisingly well. Yeah, it would, right? Because it learned its language from internet, and on internet we do have some what's it called? Some Finnish, right? All the languages. You're welcome, says Celestial Serenity. Well, thank you. And I think Banana Waffle Monkey posted a mooning swan. It looks like. So many fun emojis. Oh, Celestial Serenity made this emote. It's like sending a heart emote, I think. Oh, my glasses. So bad. What's over here?
Blessings.
That's a very good looking emote. Good at drawing, I suppose. I've been trying, but I don't have that called. I don't have an aptitude for aesthetics, like creating music or art. Yeah, art. I don't have. Art is not my forte. There we go. That's the way to put it. I do enjoy watching art, though. Even though I have having some issues. I even made like all the emotes bigger, but it's like oftentimes they're so small and my glasses are too bad. Is these all that you have made? Celestial Serenity? They're good looking. Like one eating popcorn, one waving with a raccoon and a green parrot. Excellent. That's one of my favorite pictures of myself. When I went to Australia. When I went to Sydney. No, not all, she says. Just your favorite emotes, I guess. Went to Australia and they're in Sydney, the botanical gardens. They have. Oh man, what are they called? They're called kakaduas in Swedish, but it's a white parrot with the green head, kind of like I think it's green. I don't remember. Those parrots. So if you went there, and we saw some people throwing stuff at them, so we went and bought some nuts in the closest place. We did like a quick googling and stuff. Celestial Serenity, would you ever enable bits? I mean, my goals is not to make this my job. Streaming. So I wouldn't discount the Like, if the opportunity would arise, then I would take it, probably. Right now, I've only been streaming for a couple of months, so I don't know. Maybe someday in the future. Those parrots, you could feed them. It was like they were the perfect mix, as we talked about before, like wild animals having a rough time. They did not have a rough time. Ooh. Because they lived in... Not her again. They lived in a park. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. It's killed me so many times now. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the parrots, they were wild, but they had a symbiotic relationship with the humans because a lot of people came there and fed them. And they just hang around, and they got like super mean if you didn't feed them fast enough. Like at one time I had like 5 parrots, like one on each shoulder. I was sitting down, so they were on my knees, and one was sitting on my head, I think. And they started biting you if you didn't give them food fast enough, and it was like they were biting hard. Celestial Serenity asks, if you became big enough, would you want it to be your job? I mean, yeah, I think so. Think so. I'm kind of a slow, not slow like stupid. It just takes time for me a lot of, like we were talking about, like dating. Yeah, I'm slow. I need to take time to get to know people, and I kind of want time to feel things out. So maybe ask me in a year. Like, my initial reaction would be, yes, of course, playing video games all day, that sounds great. And it probably would be. But I don't know. I don't know yet. That is like my current view of it. Wow, they're such entitled birds. Yes, they were. You should have told them to screw off. But then again, it's like what I could also do is that I could like grab them with my hand like that, and I could just take aim. Oh well, just pick them up, and I just took them, and then you just throw them away as hard as you could, like when they were sitting on your finger, and you just throw them away, and then they made a little spiral and little tricks, and then they came right back and landed on you. It was a really good time. I had a really good time, even though I started bleeding from my fingers. Yeah. Increased duration, yeah, I do want increased duration.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Okay, I do love animals.
Hello.
Like, one of my favorite experiences ever was swimming with dolphins out in the oceans in New Zealand. I have this... I find it so weird, like we know dolphins have a language, right? We still haven't managed to make any translations, like a tool that translates between human and dolphins. Like, where are we on that? When? Banana Waffle Monkey is shopping for boots in PvE. I hope it's going well. I see, says Celestial Serenity. Animals are great. I'm a mermaid, says Celestial Serenity. I don't think you are. Here comes Racers.
Blessings.
Maybe you identify as a mermaid, and I get that. Then Banana Waffle Monkey posts like a lot of red angry parrots. Or birds. Here we go. And he found his new boots. Two-toned. Oh, and they're shiny. I like shiny. Fire and cold resists. Yeah. Strength, dex. Oh, you need strength and dex, eh? Evasion. 102 maximum life. And 25% chaos resists. They must have been cheap, though. Right? Celestial Serenity says, I have 5 mermaid tails. Wait, what? You mean like, for cosplaying, one of them costs more than my PC. Oh, wow. That's a shitty PC. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Like, are there for cosplay? They were only 60C? 60 Chaos Orbs. I would have hassled that. The 15% increased movement speed sounds way too little. Like, you crafted that yourself? Like, they didn't have any movement speed on them. Or wait, you can craft 25% movement speed? Can you get that? 17 and cannot be chilled. 17% increased movement speed. Celestial Serenity says, lol, it's actually really good PC, yeah. PC's 2k US dollars and my tail was 2.2k. That's enough. Maybe I shouldn't ask so many questions when you're about to sleep, Celestial Serenity. High life, yeah, that's very good. 2 tier 1 attributes. Yeah, it's a lot of strength, a lot of dex. And the chaos resist is amazing. I agree with that. I just, since I'm not a shopper, I would have, maybe 60 chaos is not that much. For me it is, since I'm playing solo self-found. Strength is also technically flat life. Oh, it is indeed. Ask them, says Celestial Serenity. Oh, the questions. Like the tail, I still don't know. Are they for cosplay or are they like art pieces, stuff hanging on the wall, being atop the hearth, so to speak? That looks like a Pokemon fish. So all my... This doesn't bode well, like I'm dying. Yellow... Well, that boss was an exception, right? It was just so rough for me. Celestial Serenity says, I have a Mersona. Nice. So I guess they're cosplays. Swim with them at a gym. Oh, cool. That's... I've never seen that before. I hadn't thought about it, but I guess that would make sense. Sound... Yeah. Mersona. There we go. Wait, what was I doing? Ah, right. Lex Ejoris. Need to move you. Too low, eh? Celestial Serenity says, I've done tank shows and photo shoots. Ah. Cool, cool. So, maybe cosplay is not quite... I mean, it's similar, but maybe not quite the same. Well, Well, they are very similar, so maybe just like next tier up of cosplay. I had a it's called, like, for a time in my childhood, The Little Mermaid was indeed my favorite movie. Maybe I should rewatch that as an adult. I haven't. I remember I did rewatch The Lion King as an adult. Holy shit, that movie is great. A good movie. The art is like so well made. It's aged really well.
Up to that just yet.
Celestial Serenity asks, what's your favorite thing about PoE? My favorite thing? I don't quite understand the question. What I enjoy about PoE is the... thing. Oh, my favorite thing. Right now it's the learning aspects. The building the character. It's my first time, like I recently just started building my own characters. That is my favorite thing right now. Like the theory crafting, so to speak. Funny about that error actually, says Banana Waffle Monkey. G and K are phonetically similar. Yeah, very similar. Glottal plosives with... One is... oh man, what's it called? One is where the thing vibrates and the other thing is where it doesn't vibrate. Velar plosives, there we go. Very nice. I didn't mean to say think, I meant to say thing, yeah. I guess I didn't finish typing, so it auto-corrected. Favorite thing. But yeah, I think right now it's my build, and I mean I do like the gameplay. But having the build come together, right? I like watching numbers grow as well. Like the dopamine hit. Such a junkie. Give me all that dopamine. Oh, is that what it's called? Voiced and voiceless. Yeah, it's like you vibrate your vocal cords or not. That's the difference between them. So voiced and voiceless makes sense. A long time ago I read that. Also, Celestial Serenity asks, have you ever been an addict to anything? Well, dopamine, right now. Well, no, I wouldn't call me an addict, not anymore. I had issues with video games. I have had issues with sugar. I have had issues with tobacco. I've had issues with cannabis. So I would say, rather than being addicted to something, I have an addictive personality. I easily get into that mode that I get into problems, I suppose. I can't really find a balance with stuff. Like cannabis was a really long time ago. And tobacco was the last thing. And that I quit a year ago. Celestial Serenity has had a caffeine dependency for a bit. Yeah, I never had a big problem with caffeine. I used to do on and off. It was more sugar that was a problem for me. Caffeine I had for fun mostly. I never liked coffee, so I had energy drinks, so the sugar was the problem. Wait. I don't understand. Banana Waffle Monkey says, my psychiatrist says, you look really tired. Have a 5-hour energy. Energy what? Have a 5-hour? Oh, a pill? Oh, it is a pill. My psychiatrist immediately after I down it. Wait, shit, I didn't diagnose you with caffeine use disorder. Celestial Serenity don't have an issue with caffeine anymore. Oh, 5-hour energy is a little drink with 200 milligram of caffeine. Immediately after you're down it. Wait, shit, I didn't diagnose you with caffeine use disorder. Oh. Didn't not. Maybe? I mean, life is difficult. Like I really much like from all the issues I've had, I really subscribe to the idea that, well, there are chemicals that are bad for us and becomes shitty in the long run, like nicotine. But I subscribe to the idea, like most addictions, there is something underlying that needs to be dealt with. Going to a psychiatrist is often a good idea for a lot of people. Like being okay with life and yourself. If you don't have that, then addiction is way more likely. Right. Celestial Serenity says, I had a guy that works for 5-hour energy come to my work, and I asked him about the problems it can cause with the heart, and he just denied that it was bad for you at all costs. Oof. Oof. Dude. Just spend a few extra seconds, dude. Like, is what you're doing right now, do you find it like morally, does it make sense to you to say that, right? One could also argue that, like, it's not bad for you in the perfect amount. Like if you have one of those shots a week, I would guess that it's maybe not that bad for you. It's like if you drink 3 every day, then maybe. Oh please, says Banana Waffle Monkey, I hate that shit. The drink or the people that does that. Well, when people does that. I don't think you hate people, you just hate that they do that, I suppose. Both, says Banana Waffle Monkey. I really did enjoy my sugary energy drinks. But holy shit, that's so funny, like I've quit a lot of things. The thing that had the biggest impact on my life, it was like life-changing, if we call it that. That was the sugar. Quitting sugar. Holy shit. That made a big difference. Like I've had sleeping issues the whole life. And now, I don't know if you've noticed, I go to sleep and sleep quite alright. I sleep after lunch and I sleep good at night. Mostly. Not always, but mostly. Celestial from Serenity said that Red Bull is the worst energy ever in her opinion. I don't know if one is worse than the other. Sugar is the masturbation of the food world, says Banana Waffle Monkey. Maybe. Celestial Serenity says, we had a friend that had a seizure because he drank Red Bull on an empty stomach. Ooh, he has never had one before. It's crazy. Are you talking about Beth? Maybe I shouldn't name. Yes, that person is our friend. He didn't drink one, he drank half a dozen. Oh. And a case of Mountain Dew. Bruh, says Celestial Serenity. That sounds rough. All those rest. Where's Waldo? Ah, here we go. Here we go. Actually thinking I'll bring something from here. Like a Parandus. One of those. And be even more crazy, we'll bring one of these. 72, 72, 72. Maybe not. Rituals have 20% improved favor rewards. Spawn monsters faster. More maximum monsters alive. Oh, that seems dangerous. Oh, it's the same on all of them. Who's the hammer? Let's try this out. Why would I keep my my XP when I can just lose it? Banana Waffle Monkey says Red Bull is shit, but in that case it was not Red Bull's fault. Celestial Serenity says Red Bull has caused people seizures just in its own, before 2 though, on its own. How many Mountain Dew did he drink? Asks Celestial Serenity. I mean... Oh, and he was right there.
I'm not up to that just yet.
See what he has for us.
Allow me to turn your coins into something useful.
Queen of the Forest. Maximum life, fire resist, cold resist, lightning resist, reduced movement speed, 25% reduced movement speed. Ugh. Increased movement speed per 600 evasion rating, up to 75. Ooh. Ooh. Look at all that evasion. Look at that. I kind of want that.
Long may we prosper from this relationship.
Or do I want this? I mean, getting like ore red. It's gonna be a pain. On a pure evasion thing. It was so good. Let's bring some Parandus coins.
Allow me to turn your coins. Might I unburden you of some cumbersome... May Prospero bless this trade.
Goodbye, Prospero. Stack deck. We'll start with 2 Exalts, he says. 152 stack decks. Are you looking for anything in particular, or is it just value to buy that many decks and spend them? Sounds super interesting. Filling your body with all that stuff, I think it's... No wonder he had a seizure, right? All things in moderation. There we go. think you can do like anything in moderation and it'll be fine. And that the issue more than any other issue is like the mental health of the person doing it. Like, I'm guessing that like drinking all that shit that has been like, I'm guessing a teenager, maybe a little bit older, but like early 20s at the most, and it was in a social situation where he had peer pressure, you know, looking cool.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Or maybe, you know, just wanting to spend all day, every day, playing video games for hours and hours and hours. Which is unhealthy, right? That doesn't mean that video games themselves are something bad. Or Mountain Dew or Red Bull. Like, they're just stuff, right? They're not good or bad. Just like tools. It's what you do with them. I have argued before, like the legalization, some type of legalization of all substances like drugs. I mean, I don't know, I don't have a clear view of what I think about like poisons. Having that readily available, but I don't think that having it readily available for everybody in every type of situation, like with drugs as well. Like we have a good, in theory, system in Sweden for alcohol. It's not really good in practice, but in theory we have like a company that is run by the government, like this, so it's not pure selling alcohol for monetary gain. They have rough restrictions put on them. They have spoken out like goals of working against alcoholism, right? It's good in theory, it doesn't work in practice, but that doesn't make it a bad idea, I don't think. Because it hasn't working out. They hadn't made it work yet. Like, it's better to do something than to do nothing, I guess. Like, I don't remember quite everything about it, but I remember that Portugal, like, it decriminalized like everything. All drugs. I think that's what he did. They've never been happier. I mean, I would go further, you know, like, people are gonna do drugs. That's how life is. Why not gather some taxes instead of generating a big black market for the mafia to use? Why not have the government be that mafia, right? Get all that sweet tax money. Spend that tax money on mental health and reduce addictions. Maybe? Just a thought. I'll try to at least. Yes, orb. Val orb. Oh, I think I do have a lot of Val orbs now. Maybe I should start picking up stuff to Val orb again. I'm gonna need a lot of chromatic orbs if I'm gonna manage to get 4 red sockets on this. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Banana Waffle Monkey got some shiny cards, but he thinks that he's still in the red. If memory serves, in the red means that you lost monies, currency. You lost currency rather than gained. Just did some gambling, eh? Yeah, let's put that there for a little bit. That was so interesting. You back here.
Blessings.
Did you have a good time at least opening all those packs? Like rephrasing? No, contextualizing the experience to like not being about the money, being about instead the value and the good times. I only need to 6-link it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, all of these. I need all of them. Hmm. Ooh. Oh, sorry. He just linked some when I quit the game. Perfect time. I'm not gonna start up to see that link either. That was something that you got, I guess. It's time for some Everlasting Summer.